line. Like we
That's what I'm
honestly ain't
saying.
got a back line.
So they're gonna have to make it. They're gonna have to make it work some other way. But I'm sure it was either the first. It's either all of pre-season or it's the first game of the season they missed. So I don't know what they're gonna do. They're gonna have to obviously bring people in, but I don't really want to have a makeshift new signing full back line and freaking Melia in goal against Man City in the Community Shield.
Right, you're not playing for Spain. You're gonna need to be there, man. You don't need rest.
That's
man.
true, actually. He's not. Yeah. Word. He's not even playing. But that's
We're
what I'm saying.
gonna need
Man back, bro. I feel like. Oh, do you know what? Like, yeah, it is what it is. And I'm not gonna. It's an honor to play for a nation, but he's not even freaking playing, man. It's actually annoying me.
I don't know what their manager's doing because the two keepers you got on the Spain bench are better than what you have. But at the end of the day, he knows more about football than me. That's another question to ask you. Like, what have you made of because I've been watching the World Cup. Obviously, you can't for Arsenal, you can't draw too many conclusions. But Marino's showing he's still clutch. They're managing Saka's kind of minutes well. Obviously, prior to the last game where he didn't play, Noni's actually within the remits of Noni had a decent World Cup. Odegaard looks like. I won't quite say Odegaard's getting back to his best, but he's doing what he does in the Arsenal shirt of this new look Odegaard in a Norway shirt. Like, what have you made of our boys at the World Cup? Martinelli's even played in the Odegaard role for Brazil. Like, what have you made of the man playing in the World Cup?
Yeah, our boys have been good. Our boys have been really good. Even I saw obviously Pierre Nkapé for Ecuador. He was
big up Trossard.
He was very well loved. Yeah, Trossard's been really good. Really good. He's been on clutch form. Yeah, like you said, Odegaard, not back to his brilliant best, but he's been good. He's been assisting Haaland like no other. But like, yeah, obviously I always want more than him. Saka, they're managing him, like you said, he's doing well. I think he's doing really well. Even though people criticize his last performance, but he got the assist. So like at the end of the day, it's not always just numbers, but it is right for Saka. We know Saka in it. So for us, get the stat on the board. Cool. Yeah, man. Like, we know what he's in there to do that, deliver for the nation. Like, as in get the stats on the board. Noni's more
right wing's his.
Yeah, Noni's more, I'll run at man, tie them down, do what I need to do, keep you true, keep you honest by giving you headaches, by trying to run past you. That Saka's like, cool, let me step in, let's get this game won, let's get this game done. So he's been good. Rice is loved by the nation. Like, he's been
finally,
amazing.
And they even celebrating set pieces.
The corners, exactly. So like the Arsenal boys, I think, what was the stat? I think we've got the most players from any single club at the moment still in the World Cup. I think it's 8. It's 8 or 11 or 12. It's 8 or 12, one of the two. But there's a lot of numbers going around at the moment because I saw that Mikel Merino's got the most goal involvements this World Cup or something like that. And they've been flying. Declan Rice had one of the best stats as well at the start of first half of the tournament as well. So, and maybe that might be it might be skewed because my feed is obviously Arsenal centric, but it's their stats. They're legit stats from big broadcasters. So I'm happy with them. I keep battling. I just keep battling, CJ, with like myself. Just like, is it benefiting Arsenal or is it a negative of Arsenal? And I did a live yesterday with Curtis. The whole title was around: is the World Cup doing good for us or bad for us? Because
both.
The more our players are in it, the more money the club makes. I don't see the money, but we get paid a load of money per like round your players are in a certain amount, and then you're obviously getting confidence from the players because this is the biggest competition. You're getting more eyes on them. Players that you're looking to sell, their value goes up. All these things. I'm talking from a business sense here, but they are all good things. Like, they benefit the club. But then I also look at, like you said there, like injuries, like game time, like burnout, all those
psychologically as well. Yes. Some man might be so upset that my country. Obviously, you have to get on with it, but some man might be so upset that my country's gone. Takes you a minute to get out of that.
100%. So yes, all these things are kind of part and parcel with is it better or is it better or worse for the player? But for me, Arsenal wise in this World Cup, it's been phenomenal, bro. When I was in America, last little closing bit, when I was in America, like, I was walking around New York and just bare Norwegians, and I was just, obviously we shout Haaland, and they respond, the Norwegian fans. But then when I say then they stop me and I'm like, yeah, and like, yo, I'm an Arsenal fan. They go, Odegaard, and they love him, and I'm like, this is mad. And like, I was in a pub and like one guy was like, you're an Arsenal fan, I'll get you a drink. Odegaard, the captain. I was like, yeah, man, I don't really drink, but big up you, bro. I'll take a little apple juice, bro. Thank you.
You should have got some Ray, man. Such stronger, man.
I just said, but like,
should have went skull.
Like, facts. It's just nice to see like the love as well for like our players. Like, that's also a nice touch. Like, it's a blessing.
I mean, we're worldwide, man, and what you said there is everything that I keep hearing from anyone that's gone out to the World Cup. In that, it's a sea of Arsenal shirts. People are going mad. I think what you said there is interesting because I think it's a plus and a negative. Like, obviously, negatively, we want our players wrapped in cotton wool. Like, unless it's England in our case, it's not like we want our other boys not to do well, but we don't necessarily care if Spain or France go and win the World Cup. We just kind of want our players back. I think where I look at Saliba, Gabriel, obviously Timber missed out. It's more of a negative for them. Rice as well. I want them to be wrapped in cotton wool. When I look at somebody like I don't know, Noni Madueke, obviously you need rest in that, but you're getting an opportunity to play and kind of change the narrative around you. I would say for someone like Odegaard, I see it as a mini kind of preseason, if that makes sense. Like, get that bit of confidence, that ring rust. Obviously, you're going to need a break from Arsenal. Come back and do your thing. I'd extend that to Kai Havertz just prior to Germany going out. Saka as well, if I'm honest. Obviously, I have to rate how Tuchel's kind of handled him because he's only really risked him now with the knockouts against Mexico and whatnot. It's just that thing in it is that you hope these players are wrapped in cotton wool. They're able to participate next season because we need depth. We need level raisers, but we need to keep man fit because there weren't a single player arguably who wasn't injured from August until May. Now, I think in hindsight, in the second half of the season, everything kind of came together. There was that bump in April, but players that weren't really at it in the first half of the season, they found a bit of form. We started to welcome some players back. We did start to grind out results, and ultimately, sometimes you just get that bit of fortune and that kind of bit of luck in it. So I'm all here for it. So it'd be interesting. I did want to ask you as well, because me and you have talked. I've definitely heard you speak about it with everyone on AFTV. I've definitely heard you say it here, and I've echoed the same. When we look at the last few seasons, obviously the last 3 years prior to us winning, we've been so close, but so far there's been a lot of talking points immediately with Arteta and the manager and the players and whether we can do it. So I've always considered that, and then thrown in an extra layer in that whatever is going on immediately, there's that cloud of 20 odd years not winning the league and things. And I'm not saying I would love it to be the case, but I'm not saying we're going to go win everything. But I do feel this, and I want to know your thoughts in that. Once we won the first Prem, the psychological thing's kind of gone. It wouldn't surprise me if we go and retain this. Like I've already said, I think we're doing a minimum an FA Cup and Premier League double. Like, do you feel you feel there's anything in that there was a psychological kind of hindrance? And if it has gone, like, what do you think that means for us now?
Yeah, I think there was a psychological edge. I think I can see it when I saw the celebrations from the players, and I kind of can just see like, I can just I don't know. You see it. I don't know how to explain it, but I've been in football a long time as well. Like when I played, like it's not something that's obvious, but I just think from the celebrations and the euphoria and the like, it looked a lot so like relief for a lot of the players getting over the line. Relief. Yeah, that's what it felt. And to be fair, for me as a fan, it was that as well. Actually, if I'm being
hell of that. I cried tears, man. If you didn't cry, you don't really support Arsenal. I had some fuck tears.
Yeah, same. It was a lot of emotion. So I think that did play a big part to it. Just get the psychological aspect, but we've never gone back to back ever.
And this is what we need to do now.
So I always weary and worry about saying, we're going to go back to back guaranteed, even though it's definitely possible. We have the squad to do it, and the circumstances around the Premier League, we should be looking at that because Pep's gone. Like bang, thank God.
Which is a big plus. We don't know what the rivals are saying, if we're completely honest.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're a bit of an unknown quantity, but I just know that track record says if you're a club that's been second 3 years in a row, you've always then competed. Regardless, even if you tailed off at the end, you've always been up there. So there's a track record of, okay, you know what it takes to be in and around it and amongst it. So that shouldn't be hard to replicate. To win it's obviously another question, but you just won it. So if you add on to that, and the person that you, like you said, and the club that's losing the all-time manager,
generational manager, and Pep,
you're kind of in a good stead to be. Again, I think we'll be up there competing. It's hard for me to say we're going to definitely win it, but I think we win silverware again next season. I want
it, man. We waited for how long? It's time to get that done.
I feel like there will be a run of Arsenal just being. People keep saying dominance, and it can be that, but I just think we're going to be. I don't want to say that just yet. I just want to say until I see a little bit more, the signings, certain little things. I've got a little tick list in my head that I'll be like, okay, cool. Once that's all kind of well and good,
let us know.
Games. No, it's first couple games. It's pre-season. If I'm honest, the pre-season's a bit messed up now because of the World Cup. But like, there was a season where we went to Orlando and we played Chelsea. We beat them 5-0. Or so it was like 5 or 6. I think it was 5 or 6.
Was that Zinni and Jesus' first year on my chat?
Yes, and Zinchenko.
Yeah. We looked good that pre-season.
I saw that and said, right. Like people kept saying to me, "Oh, don't judge pre-season. It ain't gonna be that." But I can see certain things where I say, "All right, I know I kind of have an idea of what this can look like, especially in the first half of the season. And that first half of the season is best. That's the year we slapped everyone. We obviously didn't win it that year, but we
those
were
first 6 months from Jesus
fire.
were magic.
Yeah, it was on fire, bro. That was the World Cup year when it was at Christmas. I had the Christmas tea, all of that mad thing. But like, there was a different feel and sense around Arsenal, and I kind of saw it from preseason. So there's little things. There's preseason. There's like player mentality. There's conversations. There's who you sign. All these things. But yeah, there's a little tick list. So if I see that, then I kind of know what's to come. But I always believe from now on we should be up. We should be in and around it, whether it's second or first. We should be still competing. But yeah, the cup competitions are, it's the kind of luck of the draw.
We need to get the FA Cup again, man. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I know we're talking about the champs and no one really cares about the League Cup, but if you're in a final, you need to perform better. There's a lot of food for thought in it. Like you said there, we've never seen us retain it. I know big up R in the chat, yeah, like the 1930s, I hear that, but in the Premier League, we haven't done that. And that's what I mean by, I was saying this on my platform, because obviously me and Cecil have been quite complimentary. How can you not be to Arsenal? But if I'm being really harsh, and this is from a place of love, just to get to the next level, we're yet to do something I haven't seen. Like, certain fans have seen us play quote unquote ugly football. We're going to get back to that ugly football and get over the line. We've seen us, fair enough, me and Cecil were kids the last time we did it. And it's the first time we've done it as grown men. In his case, he's a father in our 30s, but we've seen us win the Premier League and, big up the boys with that. Now it's about new history. Obviously, we never won the Champions League. That would have been history. I've seen us get to a final, retain it. And that's my thing now. Obviously, I can't predict the future, but we have a lot of things going for us. I think the one thing we have going for us is, let's have it right. By our standards, we stunk up the place. This season, last season, it was just about getting over the line. So if we can get back to our high standards in terms of attack, if we could keep going to another level defensively, if we can start being a bit cute and clever with rehabilitation and resting and putting the handbrake down and all of that, no one's going to stop us. You know what Arsenal are good at. You know what Arsenal are bad at. Obviously, we're not going to be the only ones. City are still going to be there. But we don't know what they're saying with their new manager. I reckon Liverpool will be up there. I don't know what they're saying. I don't know what Carrick's looking like with more than 40-odd games. Spurs, I don't think they're going to be in a title challenge, but they've got a good manager in De Zerbi. They're playing one game a week. So you could look at it as the element of the unknown in that we don't know what we're getting from them. You could look at that positively or negatively, or you could just say if we go up the gears. I also wanted to ask you as well, yeah, I did feel there was an element of, you know what, we're just going to stick to what we're good at and just get over this, pardon me, this fucking line, innit? I don't quite subscribe to the rhetoric that, okay, Arteta's going to make some mad radical changes. Do I think he's going to evolve in attack? Maybe with the anxiety gone 100%. But I don't think we're going to turn into some tick-a-tacker thing. But there is a lot of fans, Cecil, that believe, you know what, we got this one over the line, playing sexy football, beautiful football, all that kind of stuff will be there next year. Where do you stand on that fence?
It's
a techie one, man. It's a very techie one.
Yeah, I want better football. I want better quality of football. My brain says, am I going to get the full swashbuckling, beautiful Brazil of 1990, whatever football? I don't know straight away. But now I'm looking at the signings or the potential signings. So I'm looking at the market and what Arsenal are looking at. And they're looking at like young players. And again, it falls into the category of Mikel Arteta wants players that fall into a system and listen to what he says. But I also feel like you can't get a team of young players and play like systematic football. Well, you can. That's what you can do. But I want to see the young players want to thrive.
You want to see that instinctive kind of play.
Yeah, I want to see Max Dowman come through and do a madness. I want to see Ethan Wanyeri not be shackled up and do a madness. I want to see Bacola come to Arsenal and do a madness. I don't want to see these men fall in line and do systematic football. Yeah, it won us the league the last season. I understand that. But like,
you have to evolve that attack.
Yeah, you have to evolve and develop. Like, you've done it. You've got that monkey off your back. So let's look at getting the best out of these players. Like, go to a single six, go to a single DM, and then let creative players play. I don't even mind if
have that variety in your play. Like, have your one central way of playing and then just mix and blend.
Facts. So that's kind of where I sit on that whole. I think the football will definitely evolve. I think we'll see definitely a different style or different element of football. It won't just be set pieces. I think any manager needs to adapt and grow. Like, they're going to expect, especially next season, players, clubs are going to expect Arsenal to try and do this set piece thing again. But we should have moved on from that. We should have another gun.
Keep that and add another bow to our arrow type of thing.
Exactly. So, yeah, man, and I think that will be better football. I'm hoping it's just going to be, like I said, a single six. Let the creative players in front enjoy, and then hopefully fast wingers. I want to see old school, like
with the decision making.
Yeah, I see Pep's kind of went with the Doku approach. Like, I know he's leaving now, but like he went for that. He changed to that sort of style of winger. And I kind of want that back as well. And he put Doku on the left and Semenyo on the right. So that's kind of like old school, like get at your man. Maybe the quality is not as good because I spoke to Man City fans saying that Semenyo's quality is not like Man City level, but they are very aggressive and attacking. And I just think, I'm not saying we mimic them, but I'm saying if we get nice, strong, fast wingers that are powerful and can beat their men,
fullbacks back, it provokes fear, like it does a lot.
Gives you space to play in behind them if you pin them back, or play round them when you go over the top. So I wouldn't mind that. I like that old school sort of style of play and let your striker just get in the box. And listen, as much as I've loved Harry Kane ridiculously amounts, he drops back, but I would love if Victor, he likely will stay, can get goals from like a winger's crossing in old school Man City, Raheem breaking it down to the end, the touchline cross.
Put it on a plate for him and just 20 tap-ins is all I want. Now, of course, I want the great finishes, but that's one thing I'll give Gyökeres. Fuck his first touch, mentality monster. He's going to score goals. He got 14, where in the last few years, it's been kind of poor for him. And even that, talking about narratives, like Gyökeres is won back-to-back trophies. He's ended sport. He's played a part in ending our trophy drought and Sporting Lisbon's. And obviously, you got Eze. So it's like all of those kind of moments were obviously great. I want to ask you something before we get into transfers. Yeah, I did want to ask you something, and I've done a video on this. Which players or player, like maybe let's go with, well, it could be anything from 1 to 3. Let's go with 3, yeah? What players do you feel has got the most to prove next season in an Arsenal shirt? Because I already know my 3. I would even say 4, and I'll even say it. Obviously, Saka can do no wrong for me. I'm always with Saka to the end, but Saka's one.
Odegaard's
one.
And it's got to be the left wingers. And actually
Martinelli, because he's on borrowed time. And unpopular opinion, Victor. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say Eze. And it's different reasons. It's Eze. Let's be real. Like, I like Eze. He's cold and he's all these things. It's just greater consistency. Like, you've had your moments. I don't even care about the pen you missed. You had some great moments. You're a great player. But sometimes I feel the game passes you by. And I'm not even one of them guys that, it's the style and how because he's a bit languid in it. He's not Mesut Ozil, but he's one of them kind of characters. To the casual fan, you say he's not working hard. I see moments from Eze. I need it on a more consistent basis because with the greatest of respect to Palace, in the big boy leagues now, player, like in the big boy leagues.
Yeah. I think I dropped the ball there on no, I didn't. I'll go Saka, Odegaard. I'll go Eze as well because you're right. You're definitely right in your assessment. But I'm gonna go, and obviously Trossard's off, but Martinelli has to level up if he wants to stay around. But I'm gonna add time. I know it's a lot of players, but I'm gonna add Victor in there. Oh, not in a harsh way, because 21 in all competitions is a sick in your first season.
But you need to shut some people up, man.
But next season, you don't have the grace of it being that was your first season. So the next season, I say, okay, cool. Now we got to go. I'm not even asking for mad numbers, but I want to hit. I don't think he didn't get 15 in the league, did he?
You're good enough to get 20.
At least get
in the league.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you've got the capabilities. You're in a title winning side. You at least need to hit Arsenal. Okay, yeah. So we hit 14 in the league. See, so really, I'm not even asking for a lot more. I'm asking for one more, but really, you
asking for 6 as a minimum.
You should be at 18, 9. You should be at 18, 20.
I think 20. You know, yeah, I like DJB saying there. All of the attackers need to go up because you all had moments, consistency, because we are carrying you lot. And if I'm honest, I had big up our attackers because they press from the front, but our defenders are the ones we really believe in. They're the ones that on occasion last season, not just defended, but fucking put the ball in the back of the net. I'd go with another one, yeah. And DJB's in the chat, and I've said this to you before, yeah. Like everyone might say, I'm snaking him. I think Zubimendi. Now, I think people are being quite harsh on Zubimendi. I think people are being horrible. I think one thing that goes against Zubimendi is he started the season well and then kind of he went cold in it versus Eze and Gyökeres. They took a bit to warm up and then they kind of went with it. I look at Zubi. I have been gassing you up. You have been wanted by all of these kind of clubs. You have scored goals. You're obviously important. But if you do go and get Bruno Gomes, you've got Lewis Skelly, you've got Rice. Bro, man have to stand up to... Obviously, we need a lot of players, but man have to stand up to be counted because there's only 3 spots in the middle of the park there.
Yeah, no. Zubimendi's... Because he started quite well and he played so many minutes, I'm going to give him grace. Should I? Yeah, I'm gonna give him grace. I'm gonna let it slide. Not to say this will be all. We always want more, but he played the most minutes in an Arsenal shirt than any other player.
Yeah, we ran him into the ground. There's some mitigating factors, but I have to keep it true.
But you're keeping it real, and I hear it. I'm not this. He still needs to provide more, but I'm gonna give him just a slight grace, slight. I didn't really look at him too tough until the back end of the season, but then the reason why as well, I can't like. I think Miles Lewis-Skelly might start the season over him, which is a madness,
as he should.
But it could be that I think he deserves to. Yeah, that Champions League final was to get on the ball and turning and running through PSG's midfield. Like, I think he's earned the right to start. So I'm not going to be hot on Zubimendi because I'm like, brother, you just corner, chill on the bench, enjoy your time. When you get your moments, you're gonna have to take them. Otherwise, you're gonna lose that spot. But like,
facts.
Yeah, for me, I'm not. He's not, because we got someone there covering him. I'm not really pointing the finger as much. Gyökeres, we also got people like Havertz can cover him, but I'm looking at Gyökeres like, you're supposed to be the main guy. I suppose Zubimendi is as well, but Skelly, I don't know. I think that they both offer something that's so unique and benefiting Arsenal that, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I can let that one slide a little piece. That's kind of biased though, really, because I'm not giving Gyökeres and Havertz the same grace. So
no, because if I'm honest, Cecil, like Zubi, Gyökeres, Eze, I praise you lot. I still praise you lot. I give you lot your excuses where I think you do. It's only because I think there's more to give. I described all three of you as level raisers. I do believe that. But if I name my strongest 11 and what I think Mikel Arteta's strongest 11 is, Zubi, I can't guarantee you're in that now, granted, because Lewis Skelly's took his chance. Kai Havertz, I think you're there ahead of Gyökeres, whether that's your fault or not. Martin Odegaard, I think you're there ahead of Eze. I want these questions to have answers. And if everybody steps up, I've even got a radical thought around Odegaard. I think we need to make him our Bernardo Silva, genuinely. Like, I said this, not the Bernardo Silva thing, but when Odegaard had that great season where he was scoring goals, I always said you might rob Odegaard of those goals, those assists, those runs, him in the final third, that kind of final action. But if you step him further back, and granted the conditions have to be right, you might give the team greater impetus in it. Like, I have some radical things with Odegaard. Like, I think you could play deeper in midfield if the conditions right. I think you obviously can play in the role you're at. I think you could be when I say wide playmaker, you know what I mean. That's not a winger, like touchline on the boots and whatnot. But I think you could be that, because I do think Odegaard needs to be remodeled. You might go from being a first name on the team sheet to a valued squad player, and people see that as a diss, but we've seen that already. Ben White was one of the first names on the team sheet. Timber's come in, he's better than him. White becomes a decent squad player. Like, and indirectly, that's how you raise the ceiling or the floor or whatever the hell they say, man. So it's techie, man. Like, we ain't got, like, I'll be real. If your name is not Saliba, Gabriel, when he's fit, Timber, David Raya. I don't know if I've said Rice. Historically, Saka, but I am giving you I'm giving you clout of what you are versus what you are right now, innit? Unless you're them, I think your position is up for debate. And obviously them as well. You got to keep doing what you're doing and all that kind of crap. But still, man. And like you said, Lewis Skelly deserves to be starting. I wanted to show you this. Bro, go on.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, yeah, you're right there. Zubi. Oh, that was a big statement. Yeah, Zubi should prove more than Skelly at Arsenal. We're just getting.
Wait, where do you see that? Zubi
proved more than Skelly.
Oh, are you sure? I don't know, you know. I think that's cap. Miles Lewis-Skelly's done more. Granted, the expectations are different. Like, Zubi's come in, Euro winner. Everyone was on to you for the best part of a year. But I think that's cap. I think that's cap. I think Lewis Skelly's done a lot more in an Arsenal shirt. Like, let's not forget what he's done in the last 2 years in general, how he's dealt with the pressure off the field, how he's dealt with the whole City stuff, how he's made himself an England international, how he was a big part player last season, and then he's starting in the champs. And thank the Lord we had him, because let's have it right. People lose form, but Zubimendi looked like a little kid that's lost his mum in Sainsbury's. Let's have it right. And this coming from one of Zubimendi's biggest defenders. I think that's cap.
I agree. Actually, that's yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's been longer. Vimal's been there long. He's come. Yeah. I'm not getting giddy. He has. Yeah, that back end as well. The season was so good for him. So they've both been good though. I just we dropped off both of them. But yeah, exactly.
And everyone has their time. But that's what I mean about, like, there's only a couple, and I know not everyone can do it for 38 games. People have bad games, all that kind of jazz. But there's only a couple man in the squad that for the majority of the season, I see you at a certain level. Other people have their moments. Like, Trossard's had his moments this season. Martinelli in the last 2-3 years is nothing like the 2022-23 one. He still found a way to score big goals. Madueke, for all the criticisms, he's come in and chipped in and done quite well. Gyökeres found his form. Dalman was, he's a young player. He's in and out the side. He had his moments. It's a squad game. Realistically, we're looking at 50 plus games, 70 if you're a Rice or a Saka and you're playing for your club and country. So we need everyone, man. We need everybody. And if our attackers are better, I should say, if our attacking unit plays to their potential and Arteta does what he needs to do tactically, there's nothing stopping us from another parade, Cecil, man. And you're not getting mobbed again.
That's it. That's all it is like small little tweaks. Small little tweaks, I think we're good. I think we're good for next season.
Good, man.
I'm big up Mikel, man. I got to big him up, man. Big him up.
I wanted to ask you this as well, Cecil, man. I wanted to go over some transfer stuff. Apparently, Arsenal want to bring in 4 or 5 top quality signings this summer. Another striker, a left-sided forward, a midfielder, centre-back or full-back, and a goalkeeper, all deemed necessary to supplement the squad. What do you make of that?
I like it. I just don't know how true it is. I'm trying to think another goal. When was it? Was that dropped today? Yeah, 6th of July.
2 days ago. So I think Millier, we can assume that's the goalie.
Yeah, that's
striker,
crazy.
I don't know if we get one this summer, admittedly. A left winger, every Arsenal fan has wanted that. I wouldn't be against defensive reinforcements. I think we badly need a centre mid. I want to look at my midfield and Lewis Kelly, cold. Zubi, cold. Rice, cold. You get me one more and you've got your Marinos, your Kais, your Wanyeris, your Odegaards, your Rezes to kind of filter in through the squad. You never hear me mention centre mid against.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit. I'm a bit miffed by that. The club want I need it from the actual. I need to hit it from the source. Like, man says I want to bring in. It says I want to bring in top quality signings, and then you mentioned goalkeeper. We got Meslier. I'm sorry, like that's that. I'm don't want to be disrespectful. But that's not top quality signing, bro. Like, I'll be real. Like, cool. And I'm thinking about a striker. I'm like, yeah, all nice, sounds good, but who's the top quality striker that's really available on the market that you think you can get when you've got your
Alvarez thing's a myth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like that's done in the dark. It's not even done in the dark.
Want Creepy, though.
Yeah, Creepy will be cold. That's cold, but like,
it's a myth.
I don't know, some of them positions and what's available and the top quality, their top quality and my top quality might be different. So like,
yeah,
I don't know. I need to see
down to interpretation, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But the position profiles, I agree with. We need that. We 100% need that. So if you do deliver on the top quality, then I'm happy. But you might even need more than that many signings. I think you need to do a lot more backup signings there. You need to get some more.
There's a lot of spinning plates, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to get some of the those little ones like the Incapiés, the Musquet, those little deals where you're like, oh, who is this? But they're actually cold, and you get them for good prices.
Scouts do your job.
Yeah, man. So, but I'm not angry. I'm not angry at all.
I wanted to ask you as well, just before we carry on. Well, it's in the theme with the transfers. Like, where are you on the fence? Because some Arsenal fans are like, wait, last year you saw why we needed to take time. Judge them at the start. Don't judge them at the start. Judge them at the end. Some are getting giddy. Like, what do you mean? Yeah. Where's our signings? Where are you at with it?
This is sick because I've kind of tried to think about this throughout the past couple of days of do I go all out early on in the season? Like, we're bound to start doing well at the start of the season, yeah? We tend to start actually quite well these days. In the past couple of seasons, unless you're going back to Brentford first game of the season.
Remind me, man. We come a long way.
The past couple of seasons, we've opened the Premier League season. We're doing it again this on Friday in August. We have the first game again. We had the first game against Palace one when they tried to set us up under the lights. We beat them. Past couple of seasons, we've done really well at the start of the season. So I have to have a conversation with myself because I get giddy. I get the first couple half of the season. I'm happy. I'm like, yeah, we're cold. I'm there, chest out. No one chat to me. But then everyone always does, dancing in whatever it is, crying in whatever.
Yeah, dancing in September, crying in May or whatever.
So
we were crying tears of joy. Long may it continue.
Yeah, word. But I'll be honest, there was times I was like, I always go too early. I always
April, I thought it was done.
Yeah, I enjoy the first half of the season too much. So I keep battling with myself, saying this year, Cecil, maybe we just play humble and cool until we get to after into the new year. But I say all these things, but I know what I'm like. I'm just gonna just enjoy I'm just beating teams, and I feel, like I said, I think we'll start well, and I'm gonna enjoy it. So you can get some people have gone the other way and get annoyed that we haven't made proper signings yet, but that happens every season as well. It happens every season,
and we always drag them out.
Yeah, we wait till the back end where like Eze came late. I know it was an opportunity because he was going Spurs, but these last minute signings came towards the back and it got us really excited for the season. So I'm kind of, when it comes to transfer windows, I will wait. One, because my brain and my mind's somewhere else anyway. It's not like I'm not looking for instant success straight away. Even though again the Meslier deal threw me a little bit. I'm not gonna go
And they've earned that trust from us, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly. But I will right now where I'm sat, start of the season, I'm going to be the same Cecil, like gassed, enjoying it. Don't care who.
As you should, we're Premier League champions, man.
Yeah, then man will say, "Oh, look at your." I don't know who we got. I do know who we got for the first couple. I know the whole the fixture list, but I'm not looking at it. But some of them were like, you got an easier start. You got who have you played? They'll do all those things to try and knock Arsenal fans down. They'll give you all the things to try and keep you true and humble. But nah, man, like you said, we're champions. We start fast normally, enjoy it, Arsenal fans, and make sure you let them know, bro. Like we're not Liverpool blood. We're not starting. We're not going to be champions and looking dread at the beginning.
They fucked up, man. They gave us, they gave us an opening. They finally let us get over the line. I don't think this man here. I mean, we can criticize his way about it. The guy's tapped. He's crazy. He's finally got what he needed to do from Arsenal. And the players in general, after years of coming short, even when we've won this season, we've still had some bittersweet moments, obviously not winning 2 trophies. What do you think that's going to do? It's going to give us more hunger. And when I look at this season, of course, I can be ecstatic about the Premier League. I could throw my toys out the pram with the 2 cup finals. I could do what I've been doing since we've won the FA Cup. And quite frankly, been a bit pissed off with Mikel Arteta since he's won it. But these are the problems we wanted. Like, you go back 3, 4, 5 years ago, this was a kind of pipe dream. You know, we do a lot of talking about the past and the future. It's now about seizing the present, and that's what I think these men are gonna do. We've gone over Millier, so I'm not gonna fingy him. I can't lie. Romano said we're set to be quite busy. He said we tried an approach for Bruno, and he said we're working on Rodgers, man. What do you make of, firstly, what do you make of the Bruno Gomes stuff? And what's the price tag for you that would make you say step away? Because for me, I know the market's gone crazy. 65, 70.